All right, y'all. So Part 36, let's roll. So I had left off with, the baby passed through me. I went by Miss Mama Diane. Went by Kiki. It was just me and Kiki in the room. Nobody else. Scream, holler, whatever I needed to do to release what I was feeling. And came up out that bitch A1. I was back regular. You know. Nothing never just keep me down. Nothing. The fuck what it is. So, doing her doing the VFW balls. Shit, I had done went to junior high. Everything really was fucked up for me until I got to 8th grade Miss Summer class. What was it, 7th grade? Yeah, 7th grade, pre-algebra and algebra. I think algebra 1, algebra 2. Then 8th grade, no, it was pre-algebra, algebra, 7th grade, then 8th grade, algebra 1, algebra 2. Then I had ran through algebra 1, algebra 2, and calculus. And I ran through it. Miss Summerlin fucked up with me hard. She did. She helped my brain. She seen that how smart I was, and she recognized I needed more. She introduced me to calculus way ahead of the age and the grade that I should have been in. I loved it junior high because I kept getting her every year. I kept getting Miss Sumner every damn year for math. I'll be back. Damn, my tripod light just died. Anyway, yeah, I loved being in junior high. I went to Pascagoula Junior High, PJ. I loved it because I had this one teacher that seen me. She fed my brain. She seen what I could do. And she kept introducing me to shit. I dropped out. Well, I ain't gonna say dropped out. We moved to New Orleans. So for 9th grade, I ain't have her. But as long as I had her, my brain was getting stimulated. She still was teaching me shit that I didn't know. She still was feeding it. It was like feeding my fucking soul. Damn, both my lights just went out. But yeah, Miss Summer, she fed my soul. She did. It was my brain, but it did something to my insides too. She let me know I was seen. She let me know that she knew it was no limits to what I can learn. Because it ain't no limits to what I can learn. She recognized that, and I appreciate that so much. I don't know if she's still alive, but I would really want to meet her and thank her and just give her homage. Just because it meant a lot to me. But she ended up introducing me to trigonometry. Yeah, I was on trig in 8th grade. That's what this brain is. Yeah. I was so motherfucking smart that Miss Summerlin told my student counselor, which was, I think his name was Mr. Brown. It was a white man, a YT man, this color man. So he ended up calling me into the office. The student counselor's office used to be inside of the principal office thing. But he called me in there. He let me know I was not in trouble for anything first. Then it was like he cleared his voice. And he said, I called you in here because one of your teachers has brought to my attention that, see, I had started skipping school by then. I was fucking Big Red, the pedo. He had a whole house for me to go, skip in. I get the fuck. So I was missing class. So my student counselor, he wasn't trying to get on me about skipping or missing class. He called me in there to apologize. The man wanted to cry, or he did cry, or whatever. The man said that one of my teachers, which I know without a doubt it was Miss Summerlin, brought it to his attention how smart I was. And he said, I'm looking at your grades and I'm looking at your work. You mostly make 100s. You rarely make a 97 or a 96. See, I was the type where if I ain't get no 100, I cried. Cried like a baby in class. Yeah, something was wrong with me. I was sick with it. If I got a 97, I would cry. In front of people and everything. Didn't give a fuck. I was serious about them grades. I don't know if I was frustrated because I know for a fact I knew the answers and they still want to tell me I'm wrong. That probably would make me cry. My ego. But I made majority hundreds. It was every blue moon I have a 90-something. 96, 97. Ain't going under that. I don't give a fuck. Ain't going. I never in my life seen an 87 and all that. Now, don't people be getting, I never ever got that. I never give a fuck what school I was in, college, university. I don't give a fuck where I'm going. I don't get that. Not me. That's for y'all. Y'all could get it. I don't accept that. But anyway, Mr. Brown. He looked like he wanted to cry. The man said the reason that he got into the field that he got in with being, he was a teacher for many years and then he became a student counselor. Because of kids that were like me. He knew that it was kids in the world that is like me. So he did whatever he needed to do in order to be in assistance. I think the man did cry. He as a man, it was a cry, but he was like keeping it in. But the man said he went through the schooling that he had to take in order to be where he had to be in order to help the kids that are like me. And he just felt so bad that he's been had one. That he actually ran into one. He was like, his whole career, he hadn't actually ran into one. And he just hate that he failed me. The man was in tears because he felt like he failed me. I was right there under his nose. And he didn't have a clue. I think Mr. Brown at that time was not looking at his students and seeing, who need assistance with what. He said, and I see the only way you don't have a grade or the only way you get marked anything is when you don't show up. He said, but if you show up, your classwork is done. I did my classwork in class. I did my classwork in class and I did my homework in class. I never brought homework home. All that shit was done every day that I left the class, before leaving the class. And I used to do other people's work. It was nothing to me. It was a breeze. So, yeah, the man was highly upset and all that because he felt like he failed me. That meant a lot to me because I seen, now people know. I'm